be that young rapping dude. Might just trap with you. Coming with the guns, baby. Might just snap it through. I roll out in the morning light with that Harley bike, all black. I'm the party type. I just stepped in no weapons, but my outfit might take the soul. See my presence impressive. Got strippers slipping off the poles. I just whip, then I swerve and wish you would. I'm Timmy.
Hey guys, Darkbreaker here, and for today's video we're doing solo rank gameplay on Zill, and I will try to explain you how you should jungle in solo queue, what are my thoughts, how do I like to rotate, where do I gank, where do I start. And for this game we are playing against RoV in the jungle. RoV, most of the times the opponent jungler will start at the blue buff, and that's typical for them since that's the quickest clear. And in this game his pathing will be blue buff into first gank Abyss. So what I'm doing is I'm planning to do a counter gank. So I start red buff and then I quickly come to my Abyss lane, and I won't engage first. I will wait for him to gank first, thinking Zill blue buff start typically, but I will be there waiting at the tower in the lane. I'm not waiting at the river, I'm not waiting in the bush, I'm waiting at the lane, and once he engages I will come and follow and try to counter gank him. Well, he uses his skills and then I go in and engage onto someone who's overextended. They actually, okay, let's see. Actually, yeah, the Alice just got caught, so I decided, whatever, let's just go in. But right here, I told you, RoV finishes Abyss side. That's 90% of the time the enemy jungler will finish Abyss side, and especially if he can start blue buff and finish Abyss side. And that was actually pretty close. The RoV timed his ultimate pretty well, but one tip against RoV is when he activates his ultimate, you have to go in and pop his shield. And when his shield is popped, he doesn't have any lifesteal anymore. And he's very easy to kill once his shield pops. But if you just let him attack you, you run away, you think, oh no, I have to run away from RoV, he just used his ultimate, then he's getting additional shield, and his shield will stay a lot longer. But if you just try to burst it quickly, then of course it's... I see the Valor is overextended, trying to fight Lubu and uses ultimate in, so it's a free kill for me. And he should know that my jungle rotation started with red buff, so he should know the timer. Like the enemy, I started my red buff at finished it at 40, so it will be done 90 seconds later. So he should know, 90 seconds later the Zill will be at his red buff again, and then afterwards he is at the red side, so I have to be careful at that time. So I know RoV has prior on me. His jungle rotation is quicker since I went for the Maloch gank. Actually right now I have to use orb because I'm getting engaged, but we get a pretty good... We use our orb, denied a lot of skills onto us, and we get 3 kills out of this. That's pretty good. Now let's do our dragon. My red buff should be up soon. You can see when the buff timer runs out, your buff is going to spawn pretty soon. I think it's like 20 seconds. When your buff runs out, in 20 seconds your buff is going to spawn again. So you should be ready to go for your jungle rotation. And considering that my red buff just spawned, I know the RoV is probably on his blue side right now. Let's check. Why am I should have checked if he already has his blue buff or not. But yeah, we are just doing our standard rotation, and if the enemy jungler would have been smarter, he would know where I am right now, because his blue buff is up, my red buff is up, we do it at the same time, my jungle clear is pretty quick, so right now I will be pretty quick, probably quicker than him. So I expect him to gank top lane again. So I just wait here, see, wait for them to use all their skills, and now I go in and just finish them off. And now I can jump again. You always want to keep up the stacks. You see, I got 2 jumps out of this because I just kept stacking up, and then I jump in, it resets, I stack up again, and then I jump in again, so it keeps resetting. So if you have 2 stacks onto the opponent, you can jump in and do an auto tag, and then your passive resets your S2 ability. Okay, let's clear the mid lane. I might consider going for invade right now. Let's take mid lane, and afterwards the blue buff is going to spawn. Honestly, I'm not sure. I might have been able to just immediately jump onto him. Okay, we got it. Let's jump out, get the mini dragon. You see, this time we have the prio on mid lane. We have pressure. They were dead, and we just take the mid tower and afterwards go for the invade. Now I'm just waiting. Go in. You see how quickly Zill can pop the RoV ultimate. So it's very important. You see RoV has ultimate used, then don't run away. You have to try to pop it, otherwise you're just probably going to die anyways. So at least try to pop the RoV ultimate shield, because otherwise he just keeps stacking. The more damage RoV does onto an opponent while he has ultimate, the more shield he's going to get, and then the ultimate duration just will be much longer if you don't pop it. And magic damage is really good against RoV, since it pops the shield quicker, considering that the ultimate gives RoV armor. So right now I'm just preparing for red buff. Actually, pretty quick clear. It's RoV after all. But you see, I can just clean him up, because I knew I just finished blue buff. He is probably on his red side, and I'm really fat, so I can just jump onto him and then clear him. Now let's do dragon. We have all tier 1 towers. All we have to do is keep picking someone off in the jungle while they're rotating, and then get 1 tower, push the waves in, and afterwards go for Slayer. Okay, his blue is up, I see it, Lubu. Lubu showed it to me, that's pretty good, I know he's on blue buff. We have the lead. Let's smite it, get it. I have 1 stack onto the RoV, let's jump in, S1, and then ultimate, so we have a reset right after. Jump in, we can jump again. So, you can see, the first thing I did there was to use my S1 to keep a stack on him. Then I jump on him, use my S1, and then ultimate, so I get the reset right after. And afterwards I can just kill the Valheim. So pretty clear macro so far, 808 solo rank. We got all the tier 2 except for the Slayer one. So let's steal his red buff as well. I knew it's going to spawn soon since we just fought with the blue buff. Right now, if someone is overextended, I can just jump onto him and kill him. Ultimate, 1 shot, and then jump out. Yeah, I guess let's just go for our jungle rotation. And like I mean, we're so fat at this point, I don't need to get all the buffs or all the camps, since we can just dive in and kill them. And I don't want to miss on the fun here in the base, killing people. I mean, I could farm up, but since we're so fat, there's no point in just keep farming. Blue buff is up again, mini dragon slayer, and then we can finish. Yeah, I already pinged slayer. Let's just get mini dragon first and then go for slayer. Put it at the mid lane, create waves, and then should be game over. At this point we're super fat. The opponents, I can just jump in, I kill 2 people, jump out again. That's how fat I am right now. And I won't even bother doing the small camps at this stage, considering I'm so fat and I don't want to waste time. Yeah, I don't want to waste time too much clearing all the jungle camps. I just did this one so I get some extra regeneration. I guess let's do dragon to get the buff, and now let's group for the tier 3 tower at the mid lane. The moment they're getting poked and use their skills, I will just jump in, use my ultimate. Oh, Lavia ultimate. Ooh. Lavia ultimate into Lambo ultimate, so I just followed up and was like, okay, let's just go in and see if we can just one-shot someone with our ultimate. And we did. That's pretty much game. Let's just wait for the next wave to come in. I have my ultimate up again as well. Just use ultimate, you see. I just need to press ultimate and the opponent is just one shot. And you always have to aim for one person, of course. So you can... Okay, that's game. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay of us playing Zill solo queue, explaining the rotation, where I like to gank and so on. If so, then of course please leave a like, subscribe and write down in the comment for which heroes you would like to see another commentary like this. 43% damage, we hard carried this game, but the others did pretty well.